Mark Teixeira and Vicente Padilla are very different people. Teixeira is the kind of guy who, when he says a hard collision was an accident, everyone believes him, and the league doesn't fine him, and the guy he smashed into has no hard feelings. Padilla is the kind of guy who, when he says a beanball was an accident, nobody believes him, including his own teammates. Teixeira is considered a gentleman, if a bit too perfect. Padilla is considered a headhunter. Though he says he's not, he just happens to throw inside a lot and accidents happen, and actually, everyone's wrong about Teixeira. He's the jerk. This episode of Beef History is brought to you by T-Mobile, the best 5G coverage in the game, home and away, on America's largest 5G network. Learn more at T-Mobile.com/MLB. In 2005, when Teixeira was on the Rangers and Padilla was on the Phillies, the two faced off for the very first time. And Teixeira walloped a homer. Same game, Texas' next at-bat, he took Padilla for another dinger. Same game, Texas' third at-bat, Padilla hit him. So the two did not start off their relationship on the best foot. While both guys had reason to be pissed off, Padilla, embarrassment, Teixeira, pain, this wasn't beef yet. There weren't any spicy quotes in the press, Padilla rarely spoke to the media, and Tex didn't tend to speak badly about people in general. The following season, Padilla was traded to the Rangers, and the two found themselves teammates. So they patched things up, let bygones be bygones, and bunked together on road trips? Not quite. You see, Padilla didn't turn out to be the best teammate in the world. I mean, if you just look at specific stats, he was great for the team. He surprisingly broke out as their best starting pitcher, the closest thing they had to an ace. But if you keep looking at the stat sheet, you'd see that in the 2 seasons he overlapped with Tex, he hit 26 batters. This has team-wide ramifications. The best batters on the Rangers, mainly Teixeira and Michael Young, were often hit in retaliation. Tex was hit 4 times by a team that had been drilled by Padilla. The slugger didn't say anything publicly at the time, but we'll soon learn he absolutely held a grudge. And Padilla's penchant for aiming for the body made the Rangers a worse team. Let's take a look at the 2006 mid-August series against division rival Los Angeles Angels. Padilla hit Vlad Guerrero and received a warning. Next time, he brushed Guerrero back. But after that, Guerrero hit a 3-run homer off him. So then Padilla nailed Juan Rivera and was ejected. Losing your best starting pitcher isn't great, especially when you're struggling to stay in the AL West race. The Rangers were tied for second and 5.5 games behind first place. And the team tied with them? That'd be the Angels. And it gets worse. Because if we reference the unofficial Baseball Code of Conduct, Section 32B, Clause 6 reads, "An eye for an eye." The following night, the Angels retaliated by beaning 2 Rangers, including Michael Young. Then the Rangers' Scott Feldman felt compelled to retaliate to those hits by plunking Adam Kennedy, at which point everyone said enough is enough, let's just kill each other. I believe that's Tex in the mix there. Padilla was suspended 5 games, Scott Feldman was suspended 6, and Texas manager Buck Showalter was suspended 4 games, which is not going to help you stay in the pennant race. And it's all Padilla's fault. His teammates spoke out, but Teixeira was not one of those teammates. Not really his style to badmouth anyone in the press, and this instance was no exception. The Rangers did not stay in the pennant race and missed the postseason in 2006. In the middle of the following season, Tex was traded away, and the two stayed on their individual trajectories for the remainder of the season. Padilla threw at Nick Swisher in September, caused a brawl, and was suspended. Tex played well. Our adversaries met a couple of times in 2008, but nothing too eventful happened. Some strikeouts, some walks, some sacrifice flies. Was the past behind them? All forgotten and forgiven? Nope. June 2nd, 2009, Padilla's still with the Rangers, Teixeira's on the Yankees, and Padilla plunked him not once, but twice. After the second shot, a butt shot, Teixeira finally let his anger show. Then he took a hard but clean slide into second that many considered retaliation, though Teixeira admitted nothing. This amount of on-field emotion was rare for Teixeira, and it did nothing but raise his status in the eyes of Yankee fans. This was his first year in New York, and he had a reputation for being good at baseball, but in a way that a robot would be good at baseball. He's a little too perfect, a little dull, a little unrelatable. But this guy? He was exactly what the Yankees needed. Case in point, that hard slide into second he wouldn't admit was retaliation? Well, it broke up a double play and served as the momentum shifter of the game, which the Yankees then won. Oh, and about that whole gentleman who never has a bad word to say about anybody? Well, that changed. After the game, Tex let feelings he'd had pent up since Padilla first hit him in 2005 fly free. He not so subtly maligned the pitcher's ability and integrity, claimed Padilla also had feelings from 2005 and he let them fly every chance he got. Tex shed some light on their time as teammates. Turns out he actually asked Padilla to stop hitting batters because of the retaliation, but Padilla simply ignored him. For what it's worth, Padilla said he didn't hit Tex on purpose in that Yankee game. But seems his word wasn't worth much here. A few days later, Padilla was put on waivers, which was significant because the pitcher had been pretty good. This was his first game off the DL, and before that time off, his numbers weren't bad. Not to mention, Texas didn't really have a great replacement in their rotation. But his pitching granted him no forgiveness. Teammates were frustrated, and the organization felt they had to send Padilla a message. That message being, stop hitting people, we're willing to drop you. I imagine this could have been quite frustrating for Padilla when viewed through a certain light. Tex throws a little tantrum and slides really hard and everyone loves him, while Padilla's the bad guy almost getting kicked off the team. But whatever Padilla was thinking, he certainly didn't heed the team's message. About 2 months later, he beaned A's batter Kurt Suzuki. The A's retaliated by hitting Michael Young, which Padilla thought was very, very funny. Not sure Michael Young would agree. And a few days after that, Padilla was designated for assignment. His teammates were glad to see him go. Fans too. Meanwhile, the rest of 2009 was pretty nice for Mark Teixeira. All that might have annoyed Padilla, though he didn't have a bad end of the season either. The Dodgers picked him up and he did well for them. He's a good pitcher. So, did World Series titles or career upswings provide some perspective that lessened the beef? You know, sort of like, we've got bigger fish to fry now? Well, let me ask you a question. How many people do you know who prefer fried fish to beef? Even if you come up with a list, Mark Teixeira isn't on it. In 2012, Teixeira took Padilla for a go-ahead 2-run triple. After the game, the gentleman robot had more to say. Mainly that Padilla plays cheap and should be suspended. Padilla defended himself. He's just a guy who's not afraid to throw inside, and Teixeira is just a guy who maybe isn't tough enough for this game. Don't know why he had to bring women into it. It's like he wants me to talk about C-sections, even though a lot of people have told me to stop doing that. Padilla also challenged the notion that Tex was some upstanding nice guy. He accused him of racism and claimed Tex once threatened him with a bat. An unnamed teammate confirmed the bat threat, but said it didn't seem racially motivated. And other Hispanic teammates came forward to say they never experienced any racism from Teixeira. Tex didn't take Padilla's accusations too seriously. And he spoke to Padilla's sexist comment too, trying to get me to take sides in this beef. Tex also revealed why Padilla was booted from the Rangers. It wasn't just that he threw baseballs at people, it was that he laughed on the bench while Young got drilled in retaliation. I believe Tex's point is, this guy isn't just a headhunter, he's a jerk. Oh, and Teixeira also got some more revenge on the field. In July, Tex hit a game-tying 2-run homer off Padilla and admired it for a bit. This is pretty unusual behavior for Mark Teixeira. The Yankees' home crowd absolutely loved the gloating. But this time, Teixeira didn't comment much after the game. In fact, he downplayed the sweet revenge angle, claiming he wasn't gloating when he watched his shot. Yeah, I guess that could go foul, somehow. Tex even tried ending this chapter of beef, although Padilla might have seen this as an invitation to hit him again. But the pitcher never got a chance to accept that invitation. He was a free agent after the 2012 season and signed with a Japanese team that offered him more money than he'd get in MLB, so perhaps he doesn't mind Tex getting the last move in their game of beef chess. By the way, Milton Bradley, if you're listening, get in touch with me for an exciting investment opportunity. Not every beef has such clear good guy, bad guy roles. And If you believe Padilla, this one doesn't either. But people tend not to believe Vicente Padilla. So, seems like he is the loser of this beef, but it kinda depends how much it hurts to get drilled by baseballs. Thank you for watching, and thank you to our Patreon subscribers. If you're not yet a Patreon subscriber, consider this your personal invitation. Josh? Did I guess your name? Let me know in the comments. Or let me know by subscribing to the Patreon. For Secret Base, I'm Clara Morris. Good night and good game.